Hi, this is Vince George for DTMMB Media. Today, I'm going to be doing a not safe for work product review. I'm going to be reviewing the Yeti Microphone from Blue. Stay tuned.
Don't Tell Me My Business Media presents Vince, Chris, and John give you all the latest reviews, discussions, and news for film, television, music, books, and games, and more.
When I first created DTMMB Media in 1967, somewhere around there, I knew that one thing I wanted to do was podcasting. It wasn't quite invented yet, but I knew that talking to yourself on the internet would be huge one day. Okay, there was no internet yet either, but I had the insight that there would be some new porn display technology, and then this technology would be worldwide and used for voice and other shit too. Okay, well, that's all a lie. I created DTMMB Media about a month ago, but I did invent podcasting back in 1997. I just need to find my Hotmail about it. Okay, I'll get to that later. So podcasting was a goal because I like listening to several podcasts, and my hope was to emulate them and their success. One thing I look for during podcast is great sound. If you're podcasting with a tin can, I can't stand it. The only thing worse is someone with an annoying voice. Your voice doesn't have to have a lot of bass. It can be a little high pitched, but don't speak through your nose and shit, and for God's sake, clear your throat. Being that I was going to do podcasting, I didn't want to sound like an asshole or like Bane in Batman Rises, so I did some research on affordable USB mics. Well, it turns out the Yeti mic is pretty damn popular, and when I looked it up on Amazon, it not only was on sale, but had a package with a pop filter and headphones and sold. Previously, I had a Blue Eyeball 2.0, which was it was a nice little mic for Skyping or not paying attention to conference calls. But stepping up to the Yeti made a little sense to me right then. After ordering, and it came about 2 days later, well, you know what? They're not paying me to say this, but Amazon Prime is the free shipping and pretty damn fast, I gotta say. And it probably doesn't hurt that I could on their distribution center from here. Anyway, I opened the box and this thing is heavy as shit. It's a solid piece of equipment and big enough that the top would probably reach the of a larger than normal dwarf. Installation was easy enough as any other USB device. Well, in other words, you have no chance of having it plug in right the first time. You'll flip it upside down and it won't go in, and eventually you'll flip it back to where you had it the first time and it'll just slide right in. What the is that about? Seriously. Anyway, once plugged in, the driver's installed automatically, which is good because I never with the CDs that come with hardware. That's for screw that. I fire up Audacity and say stupid shit you always say into a new mic. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I mean, I couldn't even come up with a single sentence. Stupid. Anyway, my dumb test sounded great. It was all bassy and nice. I felt like Isaac Hayes. I have to say, having a nice mic made a big difference to me. If I wasn't going to be funny, I knew I would at least sound decent being a moron. To be honest, my partners in this are practically recording with potatoes. So I'm thinking this mic makes me a better person than them. I'm sticking with that because I need this in my life right now. Well, more than they do. Well, anyway. The mic itself, and I'm not trying to make it all about me, of course, so it looks like a rocket on its stand and has some really interesting settings. It's got stereo, well, you know what stereo is, left and right. Cardioid, which is a mic term. It's good for podcasts and voiceovers, though I thought it had something to do with my heart, the way it sounded. I was wrong. There's omnidirectional, or Omni. Now, I'm not talking about the magazine by Penthouse guy Bob Guccione, but it will pull sounds from all around you. And bidirectional. This will record from the front and the back. No idiot. Does not mean it will have indiscriminate sex with multiple directions. That's just dumb and perverted. You can also control the mic's gain, and you can mute it, which most of you mouth breathers should probably do right off the bat. And there's a jack at the bottom to plug in headphones so you can see just how retarded you sound. As far as specs, it's got a shitload of them. And since I don't know what they mean, it must be good, or they would just hide that shit. They wouldn't even show it on the box. It says that the THD is 0.009%. That sounds like it's supposed to be amazing. I just wish I knew what it meant. Maxim Magazine gave it a review of, "This USB mic will make your YouTube rants in 2013 sound even more clearly insane thanks to a triple array of premium condenser capsules." Spot on. Here's the thing though. I love this mic and I think it's awesome, but I'm starting to get serious about this pod crapping. I think I may have one person listening to our podcast, and I want that single person to have the best possible experience. So now I'm looking at sound mixers and more advanced mics, which I think would make my Yeti obsolete, but you gotta make progress, man. So let's look at some final ratings of this. Sound quality, I'm giving it a 17 out of 13 because that's arbitrary, but it sounds like it's awesome. Heft, solid. Features, load, compatibility, I don't know what that means in this case, so I don't know why I added it. USB, of course, no shit. Record sounds, it is a microphone, you dumbasses, so of course. Premium condenser capsules, it's got triple array, whatever the hell that means. I think it's pretty obvious that this is a good buy. It may even be too cool for most of you, because on the outside of the box it's got a bunch of hip pictures, and it usually has a Mac with it. And, most of you all just aren't that cool. You've got like PCs like me. Common man's computer. You know what I'm saying? So if you decide you want to buy this, go to the website, dtmmbmedia.com, and there's a link at the bottom. It's a link to Amazon. It's my affiliate link, which means if you click on this shit, I get some dough. You know what I'm saying? It's probably like a millionth of a penny, but I don't know, buy 20 of those. I may even get a penny or something like that. So, I like the mic. That's my review. It's not safe for work. Maybe I'll do this again. I don't know. It's all according to what I buy and if I feel like doing it. So, hope you enjoyed it. Now, off.
This has been a Don't Tell Me My Business Media production.